Hello, good morning. So today I am going to demonstrate how to do the neural mobilization in the neurodynamic test positions. So first of all, I am going to demonstrate about the saphenous nerve. So for this, the position of the patient will be in the prone lying position. One pillow has been kept below the hip joint just to extend the hip joint. Okay, so the testing position is the extension of the hip joint, knee extension, dorsiflexion of the foot and inversion of the foot along with the external rotation of the hip joint. So in this position we have to just mobilize the nerve, the saphenous nerve. So first of all, hip extension has been maintained with the help of pillow. Now go for the knee extension, then go for the dorsiflexion, then go for inversion and lateral rotation of the leg. So it will stretch the dorsiflexion, inversion and lateral rotation of the leg. It will stretch the saphenous nerve. So in this position you can just mobilize the nerve like this. Okay. Now I am going to demonstrate about the how to mobilize the femoral nerve and the obturator nerve and the lateral cutaneous nerve. So this is also known as prone knee bending test. So in this position, first of all, I am going to demonstrate how to mobilize the femoral nerve. So for this, the position of the patient will be in the side lying position. Therapist just stands behind the patient. Just hold the knee. Keep the foot of the patient over the abdomen of the therapist, just to keep in the stabilized position. Hold it from here. One hand keep over the sacrum bone to stabilize the hip joint. Then the femoral nerve, go for the hip extension and the knee flexion. So the first testing posture is the hip extension. Then perform the knee flexion. Baba kahin pain ho raha hai abhi? He is getting the pain here. See, it is the stretching pain. So go for hip extension along with the knee flexion. The patient will complain about the pain over the anterior aspect of the thigh. If it's coming, the test is positive for the femoral nerve. So in this position you can glide 2 or 3 times. After then you can check the response of the symptoms. So this is the testing position for the obturator nerve. Again the position will be on the side line. So in this test we have to perform the movement of abduction along with knee flexion. So stabilize the hip joint, then go for the abduction of the thigh and then go for the flexion of the knee joint. बाबा भी कहीं दर्द हो रहा है आपको यहाँ पे? नहीं. So go for complete abduction and knee flexion. Complete abduction and knee flexion. This is now for the lateral cutaneous nerve. The position will be same, side lying position. Maintain the hip joint. Go for complete adduction of the thigh. Then go for knee flexion. बाबा कहीं पेन हो रहा है? Okay, so this is the testing position. Go for complete adduction and then go for knee flexion. So this is for the lateral cutaneous nerve. Now come to the testing of sciatic nerve. First we have to go for SLR. So this is the position for the SLR. Keep one hand over the tendinoacheus, another hand just above the knee joint to just block the knee flexion movement, and the SLR is done up to the symptoms level. Now he has quite good range of SLR. Now in this posture or in this position we have to perform the test for the sciatic nerve. So keeping the SLR position intact, just go for adduction movement, internal motion, and the dorsiflexion of the foot. So the sequencing may be from the proximal to distal part or from the distal to the proximal type. So as per condition, you can utilize both the sequence. So again, SLR, go for dorsiflexion, go for adduction, and go for internal rotation. It will stress the sciatic nerve. So in this position, you can mobilize the sciatic nerve like this. Okay. Start. Now this is the testing position or the type of mobilization technique for the tibial nerve. Again, in the SLR position, go for the dorsiflexion of the foot and then go for the eversion of the foot. It will stress the tibial nerve. So if the patient has any complaint of the tibial nerve, any symptoms is there, you can mobilize the tibial nerve in this type of techniques. In this way you can mobilize the tibial nerve. So keep the foot in the dorsiflexion and go for inversion. This is for the tibial nerve. Now this is a technique to mobilize the sural nerve. Again same in the SLR position, go for the dorsiflexion and then add the next movement, that is the inversion of the foot. So it will stress the sural nerve here over the lateral side. So in this way you can mobilize the sural nerve also. Then next one is the for the peroneal nerve. For that again maintain the SLR position, then go for plantar flexion and then add the inversion motion. It will stretch the peroneal nerve, so you can mobilize in this way the peroneal nerve also. So these all techniques are using in the neurodynamic test position. You can mobilize the different nerves of the lower limb. Okay. So now I am going to demonstrate some Mulligan technique. The technique is the spinal mobilization with the leg movement. If the patient has having pain in the leg with the pin and needle sensation, so we can mobilize the nerve with the help of two therapists. So one therapist just hold the spinous process of the segment. Suppose the segment affected is the L3, L4. The therapist will apply the transverse glide over the upper segment of the vertebra, that is over the L3. He had to sustain the glide in between. The another therapist will glide the nerve accordingly that is affected. So first of all, in this portion, I am going to go for the demonstration for the SLR. The patient, the therapist has maintained the glide, and I am going for the dorsiflexion for the sciatic nerve. We can go for the femoral nerve also. This portion again. Keep the foot of the subject over the abdomen of the therapist. The first therapist just sustaining the glide, and I have to go for the hip extension and the knee flexion movement. So actually what is happening here, due to pushing of the spinous process, we are trying to open the facet joint. So if there is adhesion over the nerve root or any compression of the nerve root, that will be relieved, and there will be more gliding of the neural tissue or neural structure. So patient gets relief from the leg pain due to the neural structure. So this is for the femoral nerve. If the patient is complaining that I am not getting relief, then the first therapist can change the position of the segment. Suppose L3 is not working, he can put his pressure over the L4 spine also, or just change the angle of the position, the gliding motion. So repeat for at least 3 times, and again recheck the symptoms of the patient. So there will be, you will find some changing in the symptoms. So again in this portion you can go for the obturator nerve also. So sustain the glide and go for abduction motion, and again for the knee flexion. Abduction and knee flexion. Okay, so this is a very important technique to mobilize the nerve of the lower leg. if the patient is suffering from any kind of sciatica or any other nerve pain along with the pin and needle sensation. So this is very important technique. So this is the snag technique for the sciatica. If the patient having pain over the L4, L5 segment, so the first therapist will apply the pressure over the upper segment, that is the L4, with the thinner evidence from this bone. Okay, so first therapist has to apply the pressure in the upper direction, then he will stabilize the patient. The another therapist has to maintain the knee extension and the dorsal flexion of the foot position. So in this is the starting posture. So along with this, the second therapist has to maintain the position, and the first therapist will do the snags motion, that is the sustained natural epiphyseal glide. So for this, I am going to put my thinner evidence over the L4 vertebra, that is spinous process just below the spinous process of the L4 vertebra. The direction of motion towards the eyeball. So another hand to wrap the abdomen to fix the patient. So this is the direction of the movement towards the eyeball. So the patient has to perform the offending motion, that is, suppose the flexion is most painful position, then again the patient has to perform the flexion motion itself. ठीक है बाबा, अब झुकेंगे, आगे झुकिए. So first therapist has to sustain the glide, the second has to maintain the extension and dorsal flexion. So it will again open the spinal canal, so relieve the pressure over the nerve root. So you can apply two techniques here, central as well as lateral gliding of the spine. If suppose you are getting pain over the right side, you can go for the right side, that is a unilateral snags also. For this you have to put the thinner evidence over the facet joint, then again go for the movement, apply the sustained glide toward the eyeball. And Chuki Baba, patient has to go for the flexion motion while maintaining the knee extension and the dorsal flexion. So it will mobilize the sciatic nerve. If the patient has any trouble in the side flexion, in doing side flexion, you can do the side flexion motion also. Similarly, palpate the facet joint over the L4, L5. Put the thinner evidence here. Sustain the glide. बाबा आपको साइड में झुकना, ऐसे झुकना है. ऐसे ही झुका है इसलिए. So along with the patient, the therapist side also has to move toward the same side by lifting his knee to maintain the glide. Okay. So this is the snag techniques for the sciatica.